Hey everyone, Stones here, coming at you with another video showing you everything that I got from yard sales and garage sales over so far the 3-day weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. This doesn't include anything from Sunday, of course, since Sunday hasn't happened yet. Now around here in where I live, Northeast Ohio, Thursday garage sales and yard sales are pretty common. Now you won't find as many on Thursday as you would on maybe Friday or Saturday, but we do find them and they are pretty common. And so are Sunday yard sales as well. So yeah, starting off on Thursday, I'm going to just mix it up. I'm not going to really try to put everything in order, but it ended up being a really, really good weekend and just got better and better and better. So start off here really quick. Supplies. Whenever I find supplies, I pick them up because as a reseller, supplies are expensive, and I grab these up on the cheap. These are large boxes. You can see here, there's quite a few, maybe 10 or more, probably a dozen. Pick this whole stack up for $1. One box, if I would go to Lowe's or Home Depot, would cost me $2 to $3 at least at this size. So supplies at a cheaper price is always good because when you save money, you make more money. Same thing with bubble wrap. Pick these up for $2 a roll. I actually get all my bubble wrap from American Bubble Boy. .com. They have really good prices. I'm running low. The funny thing is, every time I order from them, I always place the same order. I pick up a large roll of the small bubble, means the bubbles are tiny, and then I get a roll of the large bubbles, the really thick bubbles in the roll. And the last 2 times I ordered that, they messed up the order in my favor, which was kind of funny. So 2 orders ago, I ordered 1 of each, and they sent me double. They sent me 2 of each. And then this last time I ordered 1 of each. Instead, I got 3 rolls of the Big Bubble instead. So I've been using Big Bubble like crazy. I'm almost out. I do need to place another order, but I thought this bubble wrap would hold me over for the time being. Enough time spent on that. So I'm going to get back to the shirt in a minute. So Thursday, on Thursday, I went to a local yard sale they hold every year, and this yard sale, the whole point of the yard sale is to raise money for breast cancer awareness, research, whatever you want to call it. I think from what I understand, the person who runs the yard sale had breast cancer and survived it, so this is her way of giving back. Now the way the yard sale happens is everything is donation only. Take what you want, pay what you want, but all the money is going towards breast cancer research. So I paid $60 whenever I know it's a cause, if it's a church ministry or something like that. I pay up a little bit more than what I would normally pay. So starting off here, I'm gonna have to get in a little closer. This Gone Fishing mug isn't really worth anything. This is made by Big Mouth, which is the company that makes the crazy golf clothing. They're really known for their pants and stuff like that, and I've done well for that in the past. This thing is from 1973. This is like a picture votive. It's a candle holder, but when you put the candle in it, the images on the glass holder are supposedly projected onto the walls. I don't know how well that works. Now, the funny thing about this is mushrooms always do good. People like mushroom things. But the funny thing is, it's got Santa on one side, the other side, and it's got an angel on the other side. So you're thinking Christmas, and then all of a sudden, mushroom. It doesn't make sense. I looked this up, and right now there are listings for this and other designs from this same company for $40, $50, $60. Now, whether I'll get that much, I don't know. 2 Scentsy burners. One is brand new, one is slightly used. The snowman is slightly used. Tom, he's a turkey, Thanksgiving turkey. I'm thinking on the used one, depending if they're retired or not retired, $30 or so. The brand new one, maybe $40. This is an IKEA container box. I just grabbed that up because IKEA tends to do well for me. I picked up a bunch of VHS, some for the fun of it, some for my collection, and some just to see. So pumping iron, that's going to go in my collection. I think I have another copy of that. Now there's a shadow over that, I'm sorry. I think I have that in the big box version, the clamshell version, but I'm really into lifting weights and bodybuilding and stuff like that, so that will go into my collection. Patch Adams, Robin Williams, that's brand new sealed. That'll go in my collection as well. Karate Mania really isn't worth anything. I picked that up anyways. I'll probably donate that. the Titanic, brand new sealed. I probably have about 6 copies of this. Now, there's an interesting Instagram account, if you've never been on it before, called Titanic on VHS, I think is what it's called. Titanic VHS on Instagram or something to that effect. But this guy collects nothing but Titanic VHS, and he's got literally a room full of them. It's kind of an ongoing joke, I guess. I kind of had an idea of doing the same thing, of maybe collecting the Power Rangers movie on VHS and trying to grab up every copy that I see over the years, yard sales, garage sales, thrift stores, that type of thing. But anyways, I got that. Brand new camera bag, Looney Tunes, Tasmanian Devil. I'll couple that up with a camera. Matter of fact, I've got another camera that I got from this sale. And I pair these things up. So I've been selling a lot of cameras lately. Haven't had any camera bags to put with it, so I grabbed that up. Grabbed up these 8-tracks only because they were really, really clean. Really clean. Normally you don't see something this old with clean artwork. Normally it's very damaged, very faded, very destroyed. So I grabbed those. They're not really worth anything. A couple of Sega Genesis games. They actually had like 4 or 5 cases, but some of the cases didn't have games in them. So I only grabbed the ones that had games. These games aren't worth much, only about $5 a piece, but I'll lot them up together. That's everything from that sale, from that charity sale. Then on other sales, and again, going back to the cameras, I got the SanDisk for $1. Memory card, if that camera, I don't think I talked about that camera, but that camera is actually worth $100. If I would have known that was worth $100, I probably would have paid up a little bit more for this charity. Maybe I'll even go back today because I think today's the last day for it. But if it doesn't have a memory card, I'll throw in the memory card with that camera. So there you go, camera, memory card, and camera case that'll go together. So I got that SanDisk from the same person that I got the boxes from. Another yard sale, I picked up these 2 plastic canvas sewing kits, if you want to call them that, cross stitch kits, whatever. And I've been to this place before. Now, a local community has a community sale every year, and I've learned in past years not to go into the actual heart of that community, but only stay on the side roads on the outskirts of the community, because there's less traffic, less competition, more stuff, better stuff, cheaper prices. And this is one of those houses. Now, I looked this up. I paid $1 a piece for these, and I looked this one up, and it is so rare. The last one sold for I think $50, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm gonna raise the price on that, of course, because I have the only one, maybe $60, something like that. I didn't check this one. It's a piano. It's supposed to be like a jewelry box or something like that. But $1 a piece. I paid up for this Game Switch game. I got a Game Switch last year at a garage sale or a moving sale, and I only paid $15 for it. And they told me the only problem with it was it had joysticks that were drifting. So I replaced the joysticks from ones that I got for free at a recycling event. Now it works perfectly, and I think it's going to be a keeper for me, something that I just mess around with and play with. So I've been grabbing up games, you know, and that was for a charity too. That was for raising money for the local Girl Scouts. So I paid up for that. This Sony handheld micro cassette voice recorder, paid $3 for that. That's from a family down the road who normally has a yard sale once or twice a year. Now I looked this up right now. The only listings of this model are non-working versions, or non-working ones that don't work, broken in some sort of way. If this one works, I've seen comps for as much as $60 on that. So hopefully it works. I'll pair up blank cassettes with it and batteries, and that will also increase the value on it. I got this Akron Arrows foam hand for $1 at a local yard sale. I think it says 2009. So Akron Arrows is our local amateur or minor league baseball team. They have since changed their name to the Akron Rubber Ducks because we are the rubber capital of the world. And so they changed their name, and so minor league baseball stuff does well as it is. But then when a team goes defunct or they change their name, then those things become even more collectible. So I looked this up. I couldn't find one. They did have a version that I found on Terapeak where it was a foam claw, And that claw, it was funny because there was 2 listings. The first listing, it sold for 2 years ago for like $10, and then the last listing sold last year for like $25. So it literally quadrupled in price in a year. It could be other factors as well, but I'm going to list this thing up for at least $30, if not more. CD Walkman, paid $2 for that. If it works, I can get about $20 for that. I'll pair it up with headphones and batteries, and again, that will increase the value or at least the appeal for it. Picked up these motorcycle seats. Lady didn't have a price on them. I asked her how much she wanted for them. She said 50. I said I was thinking 40. She said sold. This is a good brand. This is Mustang brand. These are pure leather. This is for a certain Honda motorcycle. I forgot which one. It has 3 pieces. It's 2 seats, and then the headrest. And I think I can get at least $300 for these. Picked up this this is a Zippo lighter, and it's got the Mack Truck logo on it. I just got this morning for $2, and I think I can get at least $30 for it. Got this belt buckle for $5. Right now there's a listing. This is for Danzig, the band. Right now there's a listing for this exact belt buckle on eBay for $70, and there's like 10 watchers on it. So maybe I'll do $70 free shipping or whatever, wait it out, maybe list it for $60, undersell it, but I paid $5 for that. 25 cents for this bag of Hobbit action figures. I can probably sell the whole set for $20. Paid $5 for this bag of Schleich Knights action figures. They're knights and horses. There's 2 big companies that make these. There's Schleich and there's Papo. Both sell really well, so keep your eyes out for those. One time I picked up a huge set of these at the thrift store for like $10, and I sold it for like $100 or something like that. Some choose your own adventure books. I've been picking these up from my own collection. It was funny because 3 years ago I said that I was going to start collecting choose your own adventure books because I read those as a kid and I have fond memories of them. Ironically, in the last 3 years I have not found any or I found very few, and the ones that I have found, it's multiple copies of the same titles. I haven't even found a bunch of original ones. It's a bunch of duplicates. So these are going to the collection. These are newer prints of the older books, but I'm going to collect them. Picked up this Punk Rock Show DVD, Volume 2, featuring Blink-182, my favorite band, MXPX, and then also my friends, the Supertones. I actually know them personally, and I was actually personally thanked in one of their CDs. If you go get their CD, Chase the Sun, I'm mentioned in their thank you. So I wanted to pick that up for my personal collection. Paid $1.50 for this bucket of Power Ranger action figures. I think there's a couple other figures in there as well. I grab up anything Power Rangers. Paid $2 for this set of vintage toys. I thought it was the same toy. What I saw first was this little green action figure, and I remember someone talking about that being extremely rare, but that action figure doesn't actually go with this set. This is like something else, but this is actually Micronauts, 1970s Micronauts. And I think if, depending on how many pieces here, the vehicles, I can easily get $50 to $75 for that. Got these books because I remember these as a kid, no big deal here. Paid $1 for this box of what looked like micro machine cars, but they're not. I looked them up. It has something to do with they're like some sort of Japanese Hot Wheel or something, mini Hot Wheels, and they're so, for $1, I'm gonna definitely make my money. I'll lot them all up. They look like they're worth about $5 a piece or something like that. I just picked this up this morning. This is electric nightstick. It's anti-theft alarm, motion sensor, shock sensor, car lock. And I paid $1 for that, and it's going for on eBay for about $75 plus shipping. Grab these up at a yard sale. These are vintage foam trucker hats. They're not made in the USA, so they're not that old, but they're definitely vintage and really cool. I mean, they get the foam inserts. They're very clean. But this company, I saw comps on eBay, people selling like 2 or 3 hats for like $20. And I don't know how many I have, but the lady sold all of them to me for $5. And then next what we have here is I went to this estate sale that was being advertised as a moving sale that was being run like a garage sale by the family. So I picked up this PS3 for, I think, $25. Now that camo DualShock is actually worth $25 alone. I also got the cables and the wires and stuff, so that came along with it. So, you know, that's definitely worth it. The controller itself will pay for everything. And I've also got other controllers, common, normal DualShock controllers, and then maybe I'll just sell that one separately. Now, I got really excited about this, and then when I pulled them out of my car today, it wasn't as good as I thought. So what I originally thought were, these are vintage. These are from 1970s, American-made Annan floor stands. These are big stands that you would put the flagpole in to make the big flag stand up high, you know, stand up tall. I thought these were brass. I thought these because they were heavy. When I was in the basement looking at them and I looked up the comps, I was like, man, these things go for $100 a piece. And they had $3 a piece on them. And I thought they were all brand new. But they are gently worn, and they are not brass. They are plastic, and they're heavy because they're filled with sand. So they're probably worthless. I could probably sell them and at least get my money back, but I probably won't because they're big and heavy. And I'll probably just donate them to the local thrift store. That being said, we all make bad buys under different circumstances. At least it was only a $9 bad buy and not a $90 bad buy or something to that effect. So the last thing that I want to show off is kind of my grail find of the weekend. This is a vintage 1986 Topps Garbage Pail Kids t-shirt. I paid $2 for this. This is a kid size, so it's going to be a hard sell, but it's definitely, see, it's a medium 12 to 14, made in the USA. There are no active listings for vintage Garbage Pail Kid shirts on eBay right now. The only ones that have sold in the upwards of $100 to $150 a piece. Again, this is the only one. It's a kid size. It's going to be hard to sell. So I'm hoping for at least $100, maybe $125, but $100 I would be happy with. Again, I paid $2 for this. So all in all, a great pickup. But I got to get to work. I got a lot to list. I was not able to list the last couple of days, so I got work ahead of me today. So take care. Thanks for watching. Comment if you would like, subscribe if you'd like, and talk to you soon. See ya.